Josh, can you hear me? It's the first live stream with a new PC, so trying new things, not sure if things are working properly. You know how it goes, working out the bugs. And I get to be the test dummy. No, actually, I volunteered to be the test dummy, so. Good. Because the mic now hooks up in the back. Things are just totally different, so wasn't sure. Fingers crossed that it worked. Who knows? So, are you ready to be released and back on the road again? Or are you more comfortable now working from home? That's going to be a question for tonight. From what I've heard and what I have experienced, in the beginning, everything was extremely slow. Now that they are turning the country back on again, per se, in a certain way, things have definitely increased. Phone calls at work have increased. Sales have picked back up. So it's hit and miss, but definitely picking back up to the speed it was before. But it's definitely different after so long of being in a more relaxed state. And then all of a sudden everything's like, poof. It's crazy. And just getting back into the normal swing of things, which, what is the new normal? That's another question. Social distancing, meeting with new people. Definitely. There's definitely going to be a new normal as far as social interaction. Definitely. I think the handshake thing may be a thing of the past. Right? Public interaction, shall we say. Interaction with new people. But just like they have brought up, they're still asking for masks in public. There's a lot of things you cannot do with a mask on. It's physically impossible. So, what is the new normal? Like I said in my vlog earlier, the normal we knew before is gone. I don't know about that, Josh, because think about it, okay? Relatives, right? You're still going to be very conscious of the people that you're interacting with and then coming home and dealing with elderly family members. I know, like, Chris's dad is in his 70s, so, you know, social interaction with him
has been limited, even though he's only right around the corner. I mean, even for his extreme difference than it is now. So it's just trying to keep him safe since he is living on his own. And Rusty and I have been dealing with public interaction. Rusty more so than myself. So it's going to be a whole new way of thinking. And it's like Chris said before, you never really thought about Idro, what's up, baby? You never really thought about those people who, and they are classified as a germaphobe, and people would think of it as a mental illness. But was it really? Or was it their way of protecting themselves? Because you look at quote unquote normal people now, and we're all running around with hand sanitizer all over the place. Lysol if you can get your hands on it. You know, wasn't so normal before, but it's mighty normal now. Michael Lambert, welcome, babe. How you doing? Good to hear, Edron. Josh said it looked good and sounded good as well. So, yep, it is the first live stream with the new PC that Chris built. So, well, let me say Chris and Rusty built together. That is one good thing, if you think about it. Have any of you guys done any different projects during lockdown, during quarantine, whatever you want to call it? Right? Trying not to get too bored in quarantine, so you think kind of outside the box, like, oh, wait, I have this here, and I could do this and make this instead. No LEDs? Well, come on now, Edron. There's LED there. There's LED there. Well, you can't see the back. But there's a LED fan in the back. There's two in the top, which you can see a little bit of it up here. And there's more coming. Indigo, welcome, babe. 7 p.m. free quad giveaway. I don't really know what to tell you because it's 8 p.m. or 8:09 Eastern Standard Time, babe. I don't know what to tell you about that 7 p.m. Oh, Michael's having fun with the googly eyes. He's putting them on everything. I see. RJ's, welcome, babe. Right? I'm not shaking hands with anybody because toilet paper is just way too short right now. It's sad when you actually start worrying about where you might be able to buy toilet paper when you have, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 rolls left, and people are probably going, yeah, right, I'm really sweating it at like 2 rolls. But that's just the way things are right now. It's crazy. Drone worship, baby doll, whenever you whack it, is totally up to you. If it's only on Wednesday, I guess it's only on Wednesday. But if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all day, every day, you go right ahead, babe. Friction is not always your friend. It can cause fire. Ah, yeah, you only see a few of them, but actually there's 2 more in there, and then the Cooler Master is also lit up. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Dan, first of all, who are you kidding? that you need my permission to whack it all day, every day. We both know you do not need my permission for that. But if you thought you needed my permission, yes, you have my permission. Right, Josh? Like, he needed permission in the first place. I wear my Black Plague doctor mask and cloak when I go to the store. You go right ahead, Michael. And I bet absolutely nobody is even questioning it right now. Edron, I gotta tell you what just went through my mind on that one. His happy little trees. Okay? His happy little trees. Now, I don't even want to know how, if you get turned on by Bob Ross's happy little trees, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. To each their own. I'm not judging. But the next time we see each other, if I hand you a fan brush, you'll totally understand. Because that's what he mainly used when he created his happy little trees. Yes, he's extremely relaxing, but I don't know about pleasurably relaxing. Okay, Ohio's starting to open up again in stages. I think every state that is reopening is at least trying it in stages. I haven't heard of any state that's just been like, okay, that's it. It's fully open. I've heard of locations that have tried that. Dan is playing with his happy trees. And if it's only a or a micro vacation, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't doing something right. Look. Chuck it. You know, we were talking about you earlier, Chuck it. He said he's thinking about giving up on whacking it and just calling it Chuck and letting him know I want to chuck it. And if I can't chuck it, then I guess I'll. So I just had to let you know that Drone Worship's in here yapping off. E-Drone, now look, you don't have to get personal. I mean, I know you have visited Drone Worship personally, but you don't have to advertise to everybody that it's a tiny 6. Look, okay, the new social norm is 6 foot. Okay, I told Chris that needs to be spelled out a little bit more because we all know how you guys think about 6 inches. So, you know, and Edron's just throwing it out there. 6 inches. I don't even want to know how you know, but I know you've been down there not once, but twice. So there must have been something there. Dan, you must have done something right for him to come back. I understand. Right, Michael? Just like Michael Jackson said, just beat it. You go right ahead. I've already given permission to whack it every day, all day. I mean, hey, and it's Wacky Wednesday, so What do y'all expect? And if I can't lighten your night just slightly, or put a smile on your face, or maybe even just a smirk, I failed. And hopefully, by the end of the live stream, I have not failed at what I wanted to accomplish with this live stream. I don't ask for much. Yes, see, in certain instances, an inch matters a lot. That's why Zed is dead. Exactly what is Zed? So you think Rosie Palm and her sisters went on vacation? So you think they ran away from Dan? He was abusing them? Oh, so drone worship is obsessed with Chuck It. DW, I can give you some stories. You don't ground out. You stretch. The human body is an amazing thing. Just remember that. Stretch, like Stretch Armstrong.
Everything working good?
Yes, they say it looks great, sounds great.
It does look crazy. Wow. What? Everybody? How's that running the E-Rebo?
Well, we have discovered that E-Drone and Drone Worship have a very intimate relationship, discussing tiny 6 and 7 inch.
They both have 6 inches.
Oh shit, Chris done chopped off that extra inch. Michael goes into when he goes out in the public, he's wearing his death. Michael Lambert.
Okay.
He's wearing his death plaque, or wait a minute, I know I'm massacring that.
Shoot, that light is
his
bright.
Black Plague doctor mask and cloak.
Can't see nothing with that light.
Well, put your glasses on.
No, I'm saying it's just bright. Brighter than
And me. Apparently Drone Worship is obsessed
Michael
with chalk.
Lambert.
We're learning new things tonight.
Watch it, Dan. He's a cheap whore.
Oh, I told you I had stories, but I wasn't just going to throw them out there. I mean,
it does look clean.
That's what I said. Well, E-Drone was a little disappointed. He said there's not enough LEDs. But I told him there was more that they just couldn't see.
Yeah, I got 2 more fans. You would see one here and probably the top of that one, but the fans come in, they're wrong, so we had to return them. And now we're waiting on other ones. You did. I get your phone.
My phone's back there. Oh.
Your phone's back here?
Yeah. Yeah, my phone's right back there under the iPad. Under the tablet face iPad.
That's what you normally look like.
Yeah, Chris brought that up the other day. I said, I haven't heard that in a while.
Ooh. Tablet face.
But of course, this one here is trying to make me multitask, so.
Yeah. Multitask. It does look so different, though. Other than the blur every now and again. I don't know what that is. I didn't hook the other mic up yet neither. It's just the mic off the camera. Ooh. But
yeah, like I was saying, Michael, they're starting to open up in stages. I know here they're opening campgrounds, the gun range, done deal. Yeah. Some retail stores are opening at like half capacity. Salons can reopen at half capacity. Everything is like trickle. Chris Riley, what's up, babe? Right? Plane was different. Dave, ha lips. Yeah, good idea.
Good idea, see? Been doing some filming. This is how you film with a ground vehicle. Chris Riley, what? Thank you.
Honey Lulu, welcome, my dear. Good to see you. Awesome. Maybe amazing. I'm not so sure about awesome, but I'm hanging in here.
Trying to.
Vampire, does he have enough quads yet? I've asked that so many times and gotten the same answer.
I haven't built nothing and added on in months. We'll say months, yeah. I got a little into the ground vehicles now, so I rebuilt my Revo and working on some other tanks.
Wait. He said, too close, social distance. No, not in this
Breathing.
house.
Breathing on her.
Right, Michael? I'm sure that's the way it is in a lot of states. Not just Ohio, but I'm sure that a lot of states are absolutely happy that strip clubs are usually included in the first or second rollout.
Can't forget about the strip clubs.
But like we were saying, now you got to remember there's going to be a new norm. That social distancing is going to come into play.
Clear on this thing.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing a whole lot of gray hairs.
I know. I'm like, holy cow. Usually it's like got us like dark. It's like looks like looking at you like sitting back here.
Yes, we are definitely happy and safe, honey. We have even during the lockdown, we have been able to get out and take advantage of Mother Nature.
I hear you, Chris.
Taking some hikes, taking some photos, taking the quads with us. It's.
She's been finding some good spots now. She's got that camera. So we flew a windmill, or I flew a windmill this weekend. Oh, it was epic. It was fun. Old, ancient, like windmill thing. We got.
It was actually.
It was cool.
Back in the 1800s.
I'm printing your mount now, Chris.
Is when the windmill was actually first placed.
Already got one done.
And it was destroyed. And they were able to save the millstones and the steps, and they rebuilt it in the early 1900s. So that's what's really awesome. And the buildings that were around it were all from the 1800s and had been saved and moved. So yeah, that was really awesome.
She said she saw it on Instagram.
Yeah,
I got to do a video up on it, edit one up. But yeah, that windmill was fun. I think we're going back there this weekend. I'm thinking because Doc missed out.
We're going back this weekend.
Working on his quad, so he wasn't up there this weekend. So me and Crystal was there. So me and him were gonna go back, and the guy was real interested in that house there. So maybe I won't be such snobby and talk to him this time because of the virus. I haven't been like, hey, okay, check out this. Giving them my goggles stuff. I'm like,
But the guy was really cool. He kept
was.
his distance. He still was intrigued. He got to watch Chris fly line of sight, so it was cool. He went in and brought out his wife or girlfriend, and they watched also torch from a safer distance. But what somebody doesn't realize is we're also going to a wildlife not far from there this weekend to hopefully get some more shots of some different wildlife, maybe some bald eagles, some more falcons, who knows what else. But y'all have to stay tuned because I've got definitely enough photos now to put together quite a few videos. So that's going to be my next step is putting them in video form and sharing them with you guys along with some of the history.
I broke it already.
What?
It's just a little thumb cap look to hold those little balls in.
You just got it put together.
I kind of lost them, so they kind of got wheel wobbles. Little thumb pop. I got to put some super glue on them. 2S on this thing, and I'm telling you, it is a monster. Oh yeah, y'all notice that sticker on the side? Axial back. That's probably why it's so fast right there.
No, honestly, I haven't been seeing tigers, but it's like I told Chris,
tigers, no.
Good old Carol Baskin. We're going to go there. Come on, guys. Tell me and be honest.
She's on her own. We see a tiger.
There is somebody in your past that you would gladly have fed to a tiger at one point or another. There is somebody in everybody's past at one point or another
it's in the RC.
That you would have gladly fed to that tiger.
Yeah, right. Oh, you would. Chris, I have to show her the picture, Chris.
I'm scared.
You're welcome, man. Themselves monkeys.
HMS loves monkeys. What's up, my dear?
HMS, okay.
Thank you so much for joining me.
I told you I chopped that up.
But yeah, it was quite funny because during the whatever you want to call this, during the pandemic, Rusty. Yeah, that's about it. I'm telling you, it's like, why? Every time I turn around now, he's like, I kind of need this, and I'm like,
I saved money on the
Traxxas. He's like,
XT, though.
yeah, and I'm like, Jesus God. I knew there was a reason I used to hate the name Traxxas because what a lot of you guys don't know is he used to be into the ground game.
Nitro, no change.
Yes.
Nitro.
Yes. I would have to go find the nitro, keep the glow plugs in stock, the whole nine. I came to hate the word Traxxas. Got out of it, got into things that fly, and of course has come back to that word. And I'm like, oh my God, why? But it's okay. It puts a smile on his face.
I saved money on the other one though. We spent $5, I think, to fix the triple XT, some diff balls.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. We may know she did it, but the woman was smart enough to leave no evidence at all.
Yeah, he do definitely.
I mean, come on now. You got to give credit where credit is due. But I had already heard all about Carol Baskin, Joe Exotic, the whole nine. Rusty, on the other hand, knew nothing at all about it. So he and his girlfriend were watching the series together. And I'm like, what are you watching? He's like, oh, Joe Exotic, and it's about da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, no, let me tell you what it's all about. And he's like, don't ruin it. And because by then I had already told him, and I'm like, oh, yeah, just wait until you meet up with Carol Baskin and find out that she fed her husband to a tiger. And he's like, what did you say? No, she didn't. And I'm like, just watch the show. Just watch the show. And the sad thing is, I have yet to watch the series myself. And it's just like, I honestly do not need to, because the people at work have kept me so informed on all of it. It's just like, oh my God. And yeah, I've heard the series is very entertaining, we shall say. Oh God, you were bored. Your brother was bugging you, so you watched all of them in one night. Talk about binge watching. Yeah, right. A train wreck. It'd be like you get done watching all of that series, and it's like, wait, really? Well, uh, too much for one night. Come on now, honey. That's just, shoo. That was like overload.
Not for Sherry. Shit.
Chris said, I have a pull start nitro motor somewhere you can have if you still run nitro. Just let me know and I'll look for it.
I don't, Chris, but I gave Doc my old motor. My nitro motor. I turned it over to electric.
Oh, no, you were not. She said, I'm never going to be the same. I would cray before. But see, the sad thing is, you sit and you think, oh, well, I'm from the country, so I don't need a tiger. Amazing what farm animals will eat. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. So why am I going to buy a tiger that's going to cost a fortune?
Just in case you want to get rid of me later on.
I know where hog farms are. I'm from the country, honey. Bag of lime. MD, I don't know why he hasn't put out any videos in a while. Yeah, somebody be calling in for a well check.
Y'all hear this, right?
What? What? The fact that I know that somebody would call in a well check on you? Yeah, see? You got to play it like Carol played it. You got to think all the way around the box. You taught me that.
My boy Chris come looking for me.
Vampire said, didn't Chris put out a video this morning? I know Chris put out a video today. I'm not sure if it was this morning.
Yeah, I had it scheduled.
All right, then. See? He's still okay. See? That is not a mirage. Watch. You're not saying ouch. Shit. Oh, Chuck said, I got your back, Chris.
Chuck will look for me.
Nah.
Chuck will send somebody out. Go find Chris.
Nah. I can pay Chuck off.
Yeah, fucker, he likes cookies.
I know, right? If I knew I could have had one for $2,000, I would have. Right? But meth is bad. Bad.
Look, that's good.
Bad.
I didn't even lose the pieces. They just popped out.
See, that's what I just said, Chuck. You know, those cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookies, I guarantee you they won't taste the same if they find that Chris is missing. I don't think they'll allow me to bake from prison.
Yeah, well, yes they can.
Okay, I don't think they'll allow you to ship baked goods from prison.
No, that part you're not going to get.
All right, then. See? Chuck, you're out of luck.
Chuck, look. See, you guys.
If you report him MIA, there goes those cookies. Right, Michael? Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. Bears. Right? I'll be cooking something. I'm not so sure it'll be cinnamon oatmeal raisin cookies. I'll be making one of them ramen burrito special Doritos. I don't know what you're talking about, Chuck. I am not trying to blackmail you. Am I trying to blackmail Chuck?
I ain't hear nothing.
See?
But you would.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know how you work.
I don't blackmail.
You don't do blacks? Is that what you just said?
You need hearing aids.
Huh?
Somebody rescue me! Right? Instead of where's Waldo? I don't know. Chuck said smart answer, Chris. He's learned something over time. Not a whole lot, but something. He's learned that, even after the camera goes off, I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere. You whistling for us?
Back to new. They just popped out. I see what I didn't
Uh-oh.
do. I didn't set the clips.
Here we go.
But
Willie is back. He bought him some ribs with boiled potatoes and string beans.
Willie,
and Black Guy is here.
Where you all the good beef and all that then?
Well, he didn't specify if they were beef ribs or pork ribs.
Knowing him, the pork baby backs, right? He's like, no, wrong.
You have an amazing night, honey. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna try. I can't promise
and don't
anything,
forget,
but
honey can save you money if you
I'm just gonna stay being me.
I knew you guys heard that commercial. The honey thing. That's Honey right there. That's who runs the website.
We're gonna make a Honey Lulu famous. She's an amazing woman.
Honey,
artist. Check her out.
You see, I tried to. I thought of Wayne when I did this. When you said before he films himself, I was like, oh, okay, let me try this.
Well, Chris, to answer your question, my dear, we are streaming tonight on the new computer. This is the first live stream on the new computer, so
yep.
Let me know what you think.
You scoot to your right a little bit?
No.
Thank you. I'll scoot you. Here it is if you guys want to say it. Fancy. Look, got my name on it.
Yeah, if E-Drone's still here, there you can see those LEDs, babe. Here, I'll get the Mountain Dew out of the way.
And like I said, I got 2 more fans coming for it, so it's going to light this front up a lot more. And then this fan back here is going to be like these 2 here, and all of them are going to match each other. But yeah, me and Russell built it.
Yep, it was a project for the guys.
He's in the gaming, so he built another one, and I used his old cabinet with parts he wasn't using. He just so happened to have a $500 GPU that he wasn't using. Kid's stupid. Not stupid, just crazy with his money, because he's in the gaming, so I get it. I'm in the drones.
No,
so probably got
you
as
think
much
about
as
it, okay?
He spent $1,500 on a graphics card.
His hobby is PC gaming.
It is, so yeah.
So he spends his money on his hobby. He earns it.
Oh, I got you down too low. No,
there, that's what he enjoys.
But I'm running Power Director 17 on it. It's been running good so far. When I edited the 4K, the one I did for Captain Cook was the first video off of this. It took 10 minutes to render in 4K, full 4K, and to YouTube I don't really know, because I had Power Director 18 on it, a trial, and it
They
kind
banged
of banged
heads.
heads, and it froze the first time. So I deleted that off and uploaded it. So what would you say the second time? Probably.
Not long at all.
It wasn't really long at all. So I'll count how long it takes. But yeah, they're fun to build.
I should have known. He said they were pork ribs, baby backs.
Didn't I tell you?
Let me tell you guys, okay? I don't know about your area and what you have meat-wise been able to find during this time. But in my area,
Here she goes.
steaks are just about non-existent. Okay?
At least
For a long time, ground beef was non-existent. Then the ground beef came back and the steaks disappeared. And I'm like, what the hell? It comes from the same animal. But my guys, I spoiled because I enjoy a New York strip steak. That is my absolute favorite steak. Well, when I met Chris, he was not a steak person. He preferred pork chops.
Pork chop.
Me personally, I'm not a big pork chop person, but we have tried to adapt to each other's taste. So I'm like, all right, look, here, try this. And it was a New York strip, and he enjoyed it. So I spoiled the guys to enjoy a New York strip. During this time, you could not find steaks around here at all, let alone a New York strip. So for my birthday, I wanted a steak. And my birthday was in April. And I'm like, I want a steak. So I ordered takeout from Texas Roadhouse. But they were sirloin steaks. Now, I've eaten just about all types of steak, with the exception of a few. But I'm okay with a sirloin. I'm okay with different cuts of steak. These guys are not. So the sirloin was like, for them. And I'm like,
I wanted my pork chop.
oh, God. So,
And then she tells me the Hatfield story, or Smithfield story. So it's like, she's trying to kill me over here.
so then I wanted steaks. What was it, for Mother's Day? I think so.
It does, Chris. Works real good.
And
Mother's Day.
I went to multiple different places.
It runs.
Find New York strip again. Well, the butcher at Food Lion told me that he had ribeyes, and I'm like, fine, I'll take the ribeye, no problem. At least it's a steak. So I bring these home, and both guys look at me like I've got 3 heads. They're like, what the hell is that? That's like a Fred Flintstone steak. And I'm like,
oh, it was bicycle.
Oh my God.
It was like, I was like, oh, I got a black eye.
That's what he told me. He says, that's for something like to reduce the swelling, not to eat. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, last night I was finally able to find New York strips for the first time in 3 months. Needless to say, I paid a dear price for them, but I got New York strips. Right, Chris? Buy a cow, problem solved. See, that's the problem, Willie. Our strip clubs have been closed. That must be why I can't find the New York strips, because they closed the strip club. Makes sense. Oh my God. Now that's insane. A Florida woman beat up her husband with flowers on Mother's Day because the kids bought them and not the husband. Well, it's the kids that you're a mom to. You might think you're the mom to the husband as well. I mean, I will be the first to admit that I have 2 kids, one of which happens to be older than I am. But what am I watching? It's the God's honest truth, and all these guys know it. But I mean, hey, we're not technically the hubby's mom. We at times just kind of like fill in the shoes with advice and good home cooking and stuff like that. But hey, but yeah, Chris, I told my
No, say it. When it comes to making the decision, you like to be the mom, but when it comes to
yeah, let me hear this one.
when it comes to kind of helping with the decision, you don't want no parts or work it or something. You just like do it on your own, damn it, right?
No, how do you what?
You try to like don't spend money on here, don't do that. That's being like a mom, right? No, maybe
No,
a little bit.
no.
Not even close.
Go to your room. But no, Chris, I told Chris, I said, back when I was a kid, growing up in the country, we got away with certain things that people have probably never heard of or would think would be impossible or not very wise. Well, I never said we were very wise, but if you guys have ever heard of cow tipping, yeah, been there, done that. And I told Chris, I said, the sad thing is I happen to know where there is a farmer, not that far from our house, that has cows. And if this shit continues, I want to have some fresh New York strip steaks and some fresh hamburger, along with numerous other cuts of beef. But knock on wood, it did not come down to that. 71 today in North Carolina. It was nice here, but I don't think it actually got 71. Willie said, Chris, you better shut up. You're digging your own grave. It's 58 here right now. Looks like the high today was 68. Now tomorrow the high is supposed to be 71, and Friday it's supposed to be 84. Saturday it's supposed to be 83. So fingers crossed that Mother Nature wants to play the same game that the weather people and not throw us a curveball. I mean, up there, up north, I don't know if you heard about it, Willie, but up north, they had snow over Mother's Day weekend. It's May, people. It doesn't snow in May. I guess it does during this shit. But hopefully Mother Nature will actually remember to turn up the heat, give us our summer, and it'll all be good. Willie said, R.I.P. Drone Guy, a.k.a. Chris. Adam, what's up, babe? I was talking about Carol Baskin earlier, Willie. And how she got away with feeding her husband to the tiger? I said, here in the country, we have hog farms. We do not have tigers. So, if Chris kind of like went MIA, I don't know what happened to him. I said, but I know one of these guys would call in a well check. Please go check on him. He's not uploaded a video. Something is wrong. I know deep down inside something is wrong. And the next thing I know, the police would be banging on my door asking how Mr. Justice is, and they would have to see him. You know what? I ain't seen him. Yeah, you guys know that is not going to go well. So I guess I kind of like have to keep him around, at least for some entertainment. No, Adam, he was in here picking on me a while ago. He's not out ripping quads right now. But that, I could tell the cop that. Chris is out ripping quads right now, officer. Well, where is he at, ma'am? I don't know. You know how many places he goes to fly? Look at his YouTube channel and you tell me where he's at right now. Because by the time you get done going to all those spots, my ass is not going to be here waiting for you to come back and tell me he wasn't at any of those spots. But now I at least got to keep him around for a little while because I got a new project that'll be here in a couple weeks. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun.
I wonder if you're lagging everybody else on our TV. You're lagging bad.
We have gotten a greenhouse that we're going to be putting together.
Let's see, 6 by
Yeah, Mr. Willie said, R.I.P. drunk guy, a.k.a. Chris. Say something on your phone. Something on your phone. Guess what? It didn't type. I don't know.
I think I'm uploading to GoPro too.
Oh, man, that sucks. You lost all your spots. All spots are filled with people. Thanks, Corona.
They go for that quick too, Willie. They'd be like, all right, yeah, he's okay. Corona got him.
Oh, right? That's going to be the excuse.
Corona got him. Night train.
Night train. What's up, babe? Can't get my RX to show on beta FPV V3 board.
Oh, is that the one board where you like solder to like the top, and gotta flip it over and solder stuff to the bottom, like the positive and negative? If that's so, that's something going on with them boards, because I had one I threw in the trash due to that. I put mad receivers on it.
See, Mike's going, damn it, why didn't you keep it, Chris?
I tried it, dude. I tried flashing it. I tried to do everything in my power to do it. The receiver would work on everything but that board. So I got talking with some people, and they said just something in there messed up or something when they made it or something.
Tiff, welcome, lady. How are you?
And it was well, he said beta FPV board. No, mine was a beta flight.
All I need to do to get my tiny trainer up. It's an all-in-one 20 amp, no RX. Oh, dude. You know, it's probably something that's so tiny and so simple.
It's got that built-in freaking, you got the built-in FR Sky thing or whatever it is.
Eric, RC Crazy, what's up, my dear?
Eric, Tiff, welcome.
You just sat down for the night. Well, now it's time to prop your feet up, kick back, and relax. Just a little bit. Pamper yourself. Because, you know, that's another thing that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, yeah, I know, right? Being a mom, you always put yourself last, period. I understand, been there, done that. Everybody else is more important. I'll take care of me later. Well, speaking from experience, later doesn't always wait till later. Sometimes other plans come into play and later becomes now. So while you can, make sure you carve out a little bit of time for yourself, even if it's a hot bubble bath every once in a while, hiding and reading a book, whatever you have to do. Make sure you carve out some time for you, and that goes for you guys as well. Make sure, and that's one reason that I will always say, no matter what, go fly. Play on the sim. Because that's the one thing that I know that a lot of you guys really, truly enjoy. You know? So do what you enjoy. Even if it's for 5 minutes. Do what you enjoy. Escape. That's what you need. No. See, Adam, you got to watch my latest vlog, which I just put out today. And I'm glad you got your tacos today, babe. That means things are semi-normal right now. But see, this is the one thing that I learned. Night, Chris. Thanks for joining me, babe. Love you, baby. Stay safe. This is the positive way to think about this, okay? Because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, right? And yeah, this corona COVID-19 pandemic bullshit is taking emphasis away from certain things. But it's just like I said in my vlog. I can guarantee you that at one point or another, most people have had anxiety over this shit in one form or another. Be it, am I going to keep my job? Am I going to keep my house? Am I still going to have money coming in? Am I going to be able to get food? It could even be, I can't find toilet paper. Whatever it may be, how big, how small, whatever. This shit has caused anxiety with everybody. This shit has caused fear with everybody. At some point or another, it's caused some form of depression. Be it just a minor little funk or whatever. But there is a very unhealthy negative stigma that goes whenever somebody says they have a mental illness, mental health issue. But right now, this pandemic is causing everybody to experience at one point or another the same thing that somebody with a mental health illness deals with. So maybe, just maybe, before they criticize or label or judge somebody with a mental health issue, and I say issue instead of illness because I look at the word illness differently. You know, an illness, a lot of times there's a cure for, or there's an understanding, something. With mental health issues, you don't always have answers, you don't always have reasons, you don't always have cures. You get left with a hell of a lot of questions that you may never get answers to. And that's the life you deal with. And it's frustrating. Some people adapt and adjust to it better and easier than others. Some people are always digging for that answer. And the research and all still continues every day.
Is that full? Let me get sick.
Share like. My kid's hijacking my
There you
Mountain
go.
Dew because it's the last one. I got to run to the store. But, you know, that's what I'm trying to hope that something good comes out of this. Because, just like you said, when all of it went down, you went for weeks without seeing another person face to face. Okay? Now you want that interaction again. I totally understand that. Me, I've been a little more protected at work, so I haven't had the
Axle right there.
face to face interaction as much. I mean, all my coworkers, I'm still around every day the same amount of time that I always have been, with the exception of a few because they have ended up letting some go. So, you know, it's affected everybody. Rusty, on the other hand, you know, he's been right there through it all, and at times he's even questioned why me, why am I still here, is this safe, am I not worth it? You know, it's made everybody question something or another because no matter what, this shit has affected everybody in one way or another. And it's going to continue to affect people because it's going to affect how you deal with people that you don't know, because you want to keep your family safe. You want to keep your older loved ones safe. You know, it's just, there's things that when they shut this country down, it's going to affect people. They didn't think how it was going to affect their normal lives. Did they care? I can't say they didn't, because in some way or another they tried to fix certain things. Politics are politics, but to me, every life matters. And any life that is lost in this has affected somebody. You know, one way or another. It's affected someone. And that's what really sucks. Is that, just like I said before, the way that we knew things before, remember that song, Wish I Could Turn Back Time? I think a lot of us are going to be thinking about that in the future, wishing we could go back before this. Can't go back in time. Can't go to the future. We're stuck right here. But you know what? We're going to make it through. And we're all going to learn from it. And it's what you make of it. Just remember that, because you're the one that's in control of your life. Nobody else. They can persuade and push, but you still have that ultimate say. And that's what's really cool about it. Alvin, hey babe. I know I've been running my mouth, but I'm sorry. I got stuck on the topic and I didn't want to lose it. You know how that train of thought goes? And here lately, I ain't gonna lie, my train of thought has derailed at times. But unfortunately, this stuff has also affected our supply chains. Just like, well,
No, gas went down, actually. That's a good thing.
Yeah, gas prices around here at least went down. But seriously, I mean, things that people didn't see earlier that were still plentiful, they're not being so plentiful anymore. So believe me when I say, because I see it as a buyer, it's going to take us a while to get back to what we were before. Willie, now, it's not going to be a disaster. Let me tell you about my greenhouse project. Well, our greenhouse project, okay? One of my girlfriends bought a greenhouse kit from Amazon. And you know, it's just, hers was one of these little pop-up that has a little built-in shelves, and it was cool. And unfortunately, she is immunocompromised. So she bought it at the very beginning of all this, because this poor girl has been, as she puts herself on lockdown throughout all of this. And then unfortunately, her other half got sick. But her idea was, I'm going to start my greenhouse so that hopefully at some point or another, I'll be able to supplement what I usually get at the grocery store. So the other day, there's my boy. The other day, Chris finally saw Rebecca's greenhouse. And he's like, she got a greenhouse? And I'm like, I told you about that. And he's like, oh, I remember that. I just didn't think it was like that. And I'm like, yeah, well, of course, that started us talking about a greenhouse. And growing up in the country, my grandmother always had a greenhouse. So I kind of have some experience. Now, granted, it's in the past. Not gonna lie, but I do have a green thumb. I can grow things. That is a plus. So, yes, we are going to start a new project.
Wait, you forgot one part about that too. Eric and Tiff did a greenhouse too, and that caught my eye. I was paying
Well,
attention.
that's what Eric just said. Ooh, you got a greenhouse, Crystal? Me too. Well, see, I didn't know that Eric and Tiff had gotten one.
When you were sharing yours in the hotel, I was like, ooh.
So apparently yours also piqued his interest. So that was two that were in his mind that had a greenhouse.
So how could you go wrong?
And yeah, well, to Chris, as you guys can see,
I don't buy nothing
bigger is always better.
And I'm always dropping screws on the floor.
One is not enough. Yes,
no, I didn't.
I made him limit to just one greenhouse for right now, okay? The problem is, look, Adam just said, Chris, keep your quads out of the greenhouse. The problem is,
Plum, keep the 5-finger plants out of
this greenhouse, guys, is 7 by 7. No, sir, we did not go small. So stay tuned, because I'm sure on one of our 2 channels, there's going to be some videos of this project greenhouse. And yeah, it is going to be a vegetable mainly greenhouse. I am going to have some flowers that I'm going to start and then transplant out in the yard. But it is actually going to be a real greenhouse that hopefully, fingers crossed, produces.
If not, we'll be getting up with you, Eric.
Yeah, right, Alvin. Growing your own veggies is awesome. My grandmother used to have a greenhouse as well as a huge garden. I mean, she had a vegetable garden as well as a flower garden. But yeah, we always had fresh vegetables. And I was talking to Chris after we had bought the greenhouse, and I'm like, okay, so what are we actually going to grow? Yeah, duh, something stupid to ask after you've already bought the greenhouse, right?
I'm like, tomatoes, lettuce, spinach, kale, carrots, parsley. I'm like, dude, do I keep going? She's like, damn. I said, yeah, I've been paying attention.
I said, so wait, what do you think about some like fruit in containers? And I have since done some research and found that they have blueberry bushes that are container bushes. They have small orange trees. So who knows? Thumbs up, fingers crossed. Willie said, I'm going to get mad with you while building a greenhouse and I'll end up beating Chris to death. That might be a possibility. I don't know. I mean, hopefully. Nah, most of our projects we actually get along with, but I got to keep him around, Willie.
She likes to supervise. I'll do all the labor, though.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm only 5'2". How the hell am I supposed to build something that's 7 foot tall? I have to keep him around for something for a little while.
A ladder.
I don't like ladders. Willie said, don't grow the green stuff. Come on now, lettuce is green, spinach is green, peas are green, corn is green until you shuck it. Lima beans are green. Come on.
Oh, Willie, you know what I mean, damn it. Don't make me spell it out.
Right, Adam? One of well, you say the only upside, but people are wanting to be more self-sufficient. And I mean, that is a good thing. And Tiff, Eric, why am I going to need candles? You got to fill me in now. I mean, RJ's is telling me I'm going to need candles, and I got to ask y'all. So, what are you all done with candles? So I even want to know.
I know Eric's got like green thumb. I don't know about Tip, but I know both of Eric's thumbs are green and green.
Oh, well, you know what's really funny about that? And I'm going to tell y'all a true story. He said that green stuff that Snoop Dogg likes.
I hear you, Alvin.
Alvin said we do all kinds of greens here. I'm going to need candles for night, huh? For the frost?
We plan on putting an outlet in there and putting a little tiny ceramic heater on a thermostat. Would that work better?
I don't think it's very wise to
Plum nose, what you got growing in your closet, boy?
Plum said he's got his own greenhouse. What are you talking about? Not my closet. But no, seriously, true story, okay? I was on Amazon looking up these greenhouses, and I got to laughing. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I found a greenhouse. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm serious. I found a greenhouse. So this guy actually did an Amazon review of a greenhouse with pictures. And in his review, it says that he did not add the shelves because he had 16, what do you say, 7-inch containers and like 5, 9 or 10-inch containers in his greenhouse. And he had also added a ventilation fan and a few other things that he actually described what he did for his renovations.
Oh, the candle stove, dude, I saw that. I did see some people. Okay. Keep it warm at night.
His photos.
Oh, yeah.
Now, mind you, this was also a 7-foot tall greenhouse. Guys,
you see Alvin?
His plants were taller than I am. And he had them in photos. And it is on Amazon as a review. And I'm like, oh my God, are you shitting me? Well, at least it grows stuff. I mean, the guy went so far as to tell you that he added Gorilla Tape to the seams to keep the heat in. And he did yada, 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 yada. And God, he went into details. And I'm like, oh, Jesus.
But he had a lot of devil's lettuce.
Oh, yeah, a whole lot of it. That green 5-finger lettuce.
Devil's lettuce so.
Yeah, he had the whole greenhouse full. I was like, oh, my God. Well, that greenhouse will grow something, or at least he can. You can't say it's the greenhouse. You got to have the green thumb to go with it.
Plum will try and get her right. She's sick.
Well, Willie, that depends on what state he was in because, you know, certain states, they can grow. So.
And Willie, you know this, man. Nothing's illegal until you get caught.
Yeah, but Willie also says I ain't stupid enough to post an Amazon review with my name attached.
I hope he did cover that part up. I was thinking that myself. I was like.
It was not an anonymous review. That's a sad thing. And I cannot guarantee you that Amazon will be like Apple and go,
man,
no, Mr. Officer, we are not giving you that information.
Amazon's
going to go, okay, officer, let's talk.
How much money you got? Oh,
hey.
That'd be enough for me.
Alvin said, greenhouses do work really well, so I definitely recommend them for any kind of growing. Willie says, now I know why Chris wants a greenhouse so bad. Adam said, nice, bro. Falco X for life.
I got all 3 Apexes running Falco. This is the one. It's sick. It's the one I did my last video with.
Brand. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me.
Protecting my crown or whatever. The Chris Riley. This was the one I flew. Wobbly as hell. So I'm going all metal standoff and then grommets instead of the plastic standoff.
And fingers crossed. Like he said, it may be a little sick. Maybe he'll get it well. And the next thing you know, it'll be flying just as well as the others. I told him, I said, my God, you really beat on that one, even while it was a little afflicted. But what are you going to do? You're going to enjoy that hobby, right?
That's the plan anyway.
I believe he has, Adam. I'm not really sure. Adam said, has Chris tried out that new thing I sent him?
No, but I am going to download that.
Oh, okay. So he was test driving something else the other day.
Yeah, I was. I did. I was just talking to my son about that, though, Paul. I'm definitely going to get it done.
Yep, it's definitely been more of a week. Yeah, just about a week of projects because this got put together, the greenhouse got bought. It's not here yet, so it's not been put together, but we've got ground to sort out, things to get and put down before it actually gets here, so that when it gets here, we'll just be able to bloop, 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 and yeah, fingers crossed. No, Willie, I wish it would. The number has not gone down in Maryland at all. Unfortunately, it keeps going up. Uh, we happen to live in what's called the Eastern Shore, and it's separated by the Chesapeake Bay. So right now, the most cases are on the Western Shore, in particularly two counties. Although on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, not counting Delaware, that actually have the Eastern Shore as well, but just in Maryland, unfortunately, the county we live in has the highest count for the Eastern Shore area. But we are staying safe and doing the best we can. But no, our numbers are not going down, and they have rolled out starting tomorrow, reopening stage one, except for those two counties in the Western Shore. They are still on lockdown. So we'll see how that goes, because there was a lot of thought that it was the two counties across the bridge that happened to be transporting it. Possibly. We'll see. By locking them down and opening up some more, you never know how these numbers are going to play. The question is, do you believe all the numbers? Are they giving us all the information?
Not by far.
It will be a relief to start seeing a drop in some of these numbers.
Yes.
But
Agreed.
at least in our area right now, apparently, just like in North Carolina, our numbers aren't dropping yet. But if you think about it, and it's logical, because you heard about it first in Washington State, you heard about it in New York, you heard about it in California, before it ever even affected Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, North Carolina. It had not even touched our areas yet. So we kind of got started later than they did. And now that their numbers are starting to drop, I think in a little bit of time, we'll start seeing ours drop. Fingers crossed, if this is going across the board. Adam said, if you see bugs, etc., go to the GitHub and let them know.
Okay. Definitely will. Appreciate you again, bro.
But see, Adam, that's the problem that I have with all of this, is some of these politicians, particularly state politicians, I feel have overstepped their bounds. Michigan, from what I heard, happened to be one in particular. And I'm sorry, you went and picked up your mom Sunday and had a barbecue at your brother's house, and in Michigan you broke the law. That's bullshit. That's your family. If you wanted to associate with your family, that's your choice. At least here, it's like that. Um, like it like when we see Doc, it's not against the law. And it wasn't this past weekend, it was the weekend before. He was over here.
He might get me into shit.
And it wasn't against the law. So I mean, our governor likes to extend his long arm as well at times, but he didn't necessarily strong arm us as hard as some of these governors did. But the one thing they forgot was we, the people, are the ones who gave you that job. And we, the people, are the ones who can take it the hell back away from you. That's what these people are forgetting. Come election time, we get our say back, one way or another. So hang in there, guys. I've seen a lot of animosity possibly being directed in the wrong direction. Just because two people do not agree on politics, that's no reason to kill each other. It's not. It's really not. It's no reason to bash each other, to beat each other up. We're all in this shit together. I read an article a couple weeks ago that says, we may not all be in the same boat together, but we're all in the same damn storm together. And that article just about summed it up, because, some people's boat through this has ended up shipwrecked. They've lost their job. They're losing everything. They don't have money for food because their unemployment has not come through yet. There have been hiccups throughout the entire thing. But you cannot say we're all in the same boat together, because we're not. What somebody says, oh, I spent $180 on a slab of beef. I'm happy for you. But that $180 might not have been anything at all to you. That $180 might have possibly had to been stretched out to feed a family of 5 for 2 weeks. And you spent it on one slab of beef that you're just going to grill up for your friends. Not everybody's in the same boat, but we all are in the same storm together. So, this is the time to remember that kindness matters, because it does. That smile, everybody says, oh, I can't see them smile in the first place, so why the hell am I going to smile at them? Okay. So you can't see my lips smile. But there's other parts of my face that smile at the same time that my lips smile. And you know what? People notice that. The people who knew you before still are looking for that comfort. That smile. It means a lot, guys. Because remember, we're not all in the same boat. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what you're thinking. But I know this. I've been thinking about every single one of you throughout all of this shit. And you can ask that one back there, because your names have all come up. But You're my family. You matter to me. And Adam, I can't blame you a bit. I damn sure would not be kept away from my family. That's bullshit. Hang in there, guys. One of these days, it's all going to be a distant memory. We're going to be able to tell our grandkids, this is going to be our, we walked uphill both ways to school in the snow story. This right here, we're living it right now. Can you imagine what we're going to get to tell our grandkids? Because, you know, stories like this, they're not going to believe anyway. Okay, just like we didn't believe that our grandparents walked uphill in the snow 5 miles. No, they didn't. Well, to us, they didn't. It may have felt like 5 miles to them. But just remember what it felt like to them is what it feels like now to us. To some, it's the end of the world. To others, we've kind of been trudging along. Alvin, you're not drinking, so you won't catch the coronavirus. I don't know about that, baby doll.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta watch that corona shit though. There you go. Adam said, Alvin, if you drink corona, you ain't drinking anyway.
Hey, Plum, so one thing I did notice with this, yeah, I like just tore this quad to pieces.
What the hell is that?
That's from one of my Apexes.
What?
So what I noticed was I just ran the motor wires and I ran positive and negative. I don't have telemetry or the current hooked up, and I do on all my other ones. You think that's why I can't dial it in? It actually flies, and it has like with the wheelie rates like my other one has and all. It just has like.
Why didn't you do them all the same?
Scissories. They're all the same.
Not if you don't have telemetry and something else hooked up, but you got it hooked up on the others, then they're not the same.
Well,
tell me I'm wrong, guys.
Hope we won't get into the flight one sending you stuff with the bad harness. We'll leave Preston out of this. We'll forget all about that. That's why. So I think I'm gonna try to hook the telemetry and current up because everything else is hooked up, and I think that might be it. I'll try actually a wire harness that I have.
Birdman, hey babe, you got one do left? Well, I'm gonna have to run to the store because there's this much in this can left, and it's the last dew in the house. And Rusty's done hit me up for one drink of it earlier, so I know when I get off of here, I'm gonna have to make a run to the store. But that's okay because Royal Farms is open all night long. They're one of the few places that have not changed their hours. Alvin, I haven't had to wear one a whole lot. They are around because, yes, we have had to wear them going out, grocery shopping. Of course, it's my job. So, yeah, I've been the one who's had to wear them more. Rusty has to wear them all the time at work, so consider yourself lucky, dear. You go spray me with Lysol? No, Willie, I didn't. Oh, okay, hold on.
What?
Now, see, that's... Okay, a guy in Riley, North Carolina went to a sub shop with an AR-15 strapped to his back and 2 handguns in his holster. He was protesting the stay-at-home order. So answer me this. Why the hell did he go to the sub shop and not to the governor's house who issued the stay-at-home order? Or to the mayor's house who probably enforced it? Perfectly good sub shop and scare the hell out of people. Why? If you can explain the logic behind that. There is no logic. That was, I want the attention. Hey, look at me. I don't want to be home anymore. Hey, look at me. Get over it, dude. Everybody at some point or another has felt that way. Think about it. I did agree with the stay-at-home order, in certain extent. I do not believe in locking people down. Birdman, you gotta ask if you should drink it with me. Of course you should. And then when we end the show, we'll both have to run to the store and get new juice. But right, this isn't a Second Amendment issue. Okay, this isn't a. And I'm probably going to get slaughtered over this, but you know what? I don't care. It's my YouTube channel. So that means I get to have my say, right?
Absolutely.
So everybody says it's about liberty, okay? Right? It's not. Because when you look up the definition of liberty, liberty more or less means being able to do whatever you want to do. Well, guess what, people? If you're living in the United States of America, you don't have liberty in the first place because there are laws that stop you from just doing what the hell ever you want to do and taking away other people's rights, other people's lives, all of that. They have to look out for the greater good. So therefore, in looking out for the greater good, it limits liberty. It limits the true definition of liberty. But at the same time, if you're in any of the military forces, okay, if they give you liberty leave, that doesn't mean you're free to do anything in the world and break any law just because you feel like it. That means that you are excused from work to do what you would like to do that is still within the law. So technically, liberty really truly doesn't exist anymore, the true definition. So for people to say that they were being limited or their liberty was being limited, they're using definitely the wrong word. Because we don't have the freedom to do what the hell ever we want to do. We never have. And if you thought we did, go out here and try it. Go out to that bank because you want money in your pocket and you don't have it right now. Go out to that bank and demand that they give it to you. I guarantee you it's not going to go well.
It might.
You haven't had any companionship? Go take it. I can guarantee you it's not going to go well. There are still laws, people. Those laws are there for the greater good. And that's what we have to remember. It's not just you or me or him or whatever each one of us wants. It's what all of us want. And that goes right back to we, the people, have the say. But we have to use that say in a good way, in a proactive way, to be heard. If you go out and cause destruction, you can be heard for a short period of time. But if you go out and you do things that are proactive, word gets out, and you're going to be heard for a much longer time. So we just got to be wise with this. But remember, in the long time, or in the long run, we're the ones that still have a say with all of this because we put them in the office. We can take them back out of the office. Just remember, we have that say. We have that final say. Double A, what's up, my dear? That is one version of that definition. But if you look it up, the main from back then is the freedom to do whatever we want to do. We can't technically do that. I wonder about the law in Maryland because they let Chris fly a drone. Well, you know, Willie, I told you, we have a governor who likes to try to overstretch his long arm of the law.
He lets me fly, Willie.
But see, Willie, there's a good thing. It's the country out here, baby doll. So just like Alvin said, we live out in the middle of nowhere. So nobody's really enforcing much. But unfortunately, I work in a city. And that's what sucks, because in the city, they do enforce.
I haven't had nobody.
What? You bought a 20-ounce green dew today and you forgot? How did you forget that?
Double A, what's up? I haven't had nobody yet come to me about flying and say I couldn't fly, so I'm pretty much just, we flew to Windmill, and people have the house right there. I kind of thought that when the guy came out, he's going to be like, I thought I heard him saying the goggles, he can't fly that here. But he was like, no, that dude can fly that. He was talking to Crystal, so I just kept flying, and that's all I do. And if they get perturbed, I'll leave, you know.
And we still kept our social distance. The guy was, I was over standing by one of the buildings, and he had walked his dog and come up a little bit, but still kept his distance. So it was really cool. That
I like to mingle and
they're
talk
still intrigued.
People, just can't this time, day and ages with all this stuff.
Well, you just still have to be safe. You have to be smart. You have to protect yourself.
That's why I said I don't want to be like the guy probably thought I was anal.
Your new Aris X10 flies nice, but it ain't no ET115 V3.
Aris. Dang, they're still around?
I don't know. What was the one? No. What's that one that Brian talks about?
Which one?
The new one he was getting.
I saw the thing. I don't remember that. Which one it is?
Very wise, Adam. As far as the government goes, question everything. That's our right. Government isn't some magical entity that knows all. They're just people, and people in power are dangerous. They have to be held in check. Because it's that whose dick's bigger? Even if it's male or female? Who's got the more pull? Who's got the more sway? Like I said, though, we got that final say. We just have to be smart enough to use it. Because it's times like this, guys, that if you've never voted before, vote. It matters. Uh-oh. Look at you. You have a very nice drone coming then. Alvin has finally gotten, or is getting, his first real camera drone. It's Parrot Bebop 2 with the newer style Sky controller, 2 batteries, coming from Droner Jones. Sweet,
Nice.
sweet. So, does that mean we're going to see a little bit of Cali flights? You don't have to upload it completely to YouTube. You know, just send me the little clips. Yeah, right? Chris being safe, the guy who will fly in a thunderstorm. Yeah, that's Chris. Rain? Hell, it's okay. I got some thing called conformal coating. It makes my quad waterproof.
Right here, my Nazgul. That's what that's good for. 6S submarine. And then I got this bad boy right here. This will always be my girl. Everything's completely conformal on it, frame and everything.
Birdman's bringing up an old one. Flew my 501S with the filter over camera. Nice chill flight at the battleground. There's an old school 501S.
But how about the 501SS? Still got it.
See?
Always remind me of Halo. Wonder where RC Funds is at. Got him right here. Come we see
He's
this.
lurking. He's like, huh? What? Look.
Kenny,
what's up, my dear? I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you did not get any of that white stuff falling.
That'd be cool. Take
over
out
Mother's Day weekend. Oh wait, no, you didn't have Mother's Day weekend last weekend. When is Mother's Day for you guys? Was what? 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? I know your Mother's Day is actually before ours. But yes, we are doing well, staying safe. Oh, whoops. Okay. Well, I know over in the UK, it's a different Mother's Day. He said, yeah, it was Mother's Day last weekend. Y'all confused me on that holidays. Deaf Drone Pilot, Scott, what's up, my dear?
DDP.
I have been enjoying your photos from your walks with JoJo. You guys are always out doing different things and seeing different things, and that's really cool. Our Thanksgivings are different. Now, what about Father's Day in Canada? Oh, God. Willie said we need to be on HBO with our own show.
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, Lord.
For sure.
Look. You talked him up just like I knew we would.
Yep. Somebody said, Chris, talk about you. Bring it in there.
Father's Day's in June.
What up, John? RC Bud.
Oh, they want to see. They want to see.
Let's see what?
There, you guys get to see it a little bit better. That was a project that Chris and Rusty put together.
And you can change the fans, could do it, whatever. All kinds of different modes. You set up, make it beat the music. It's nice. A spaceship.
Right? We do, Adam. Do like one of them old school hangouts like we used to do.
Word.
Adam said we so need to stream and BS, not live though.
Well, I remember those days.
That's what I said. Oh, right, Scott? No lockdown in the sticks. That's what I said. We've been able to get out and enjoy Mother Nature. We've gone to different places that are just out in like bumfucked Egypt. It's amazing. That's the good thing about living out in the country. It's like, oh, what do we want to do this weekend? Oh, let's go here. You drive and you don't see anybody. Get to enjoy the country, get to enjoy nature. But yeah, John, we were talking about the Hubson. Uh-huh. Next thing you know, here you come. Huh? What? Considering Chris was showing off that 501 SS.
We're talking about turds.
Uh-huh. Were you watching that Tiger King flick, John? Alvin said his is basically the same build, but no LED fans yet. That's why I said everybody has been on a PC building kick. Yeah, right? Ben saw that.
Yep, and right now it's got the Ryzen 5 1600 CPU, but I want to go to the 7, but that's later on.
Yeah, John, that's a computer.
It was fun to build it. It was something different than 4 motors, 4 props.
Check out Waco, or is that Wacko?
What? Who, a wacko?
It's WACO. I said, is that Waco, or is that Wacko?
Waco.
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Got yours for your birthday in March. Sweet. Well, Rusty decided he wanted to upgrade. And, you know, when you upgrade, you have to change parts. Well, if the parts still work, you got 2 choices. You can either sell them or keep them. Or donate them to your parents. So technically, I guess you got 3. And then we had to purchase a few parts. And
roughly,
there you go.
The monitor and everything's 4K monitor, so we can play in 4K, watch back 4K, the whole 9 yards. So it's about $1,600, and we got $350-ish, $400 into it. So that's not bad. He hooked us up. No, John, no Fortnite.
No, Adam. You're missing a few key things in there. I can play The Sims
now, though, Liftoff and Velocidrone, so if you guys want to play that, yeah.
Adam said
I can't do Fortnite.
I never watched the Tiger King thing. Dumbass had wild cats. Wife hated him. Had cats kill him. End of story. Nope. I have to inform you. I haven't watched it either, but I heard enough of this shit at work. Cats, okay. They had wild cats at a roadside show. Apparently, my understanding is it was 2 couples. But yet, the guys were their own couples. Whoops. Yeah, there was some of that flamboyancy in there. So, you know, my wheels get turning, and I have not seen it, and I really probably will never see it. But my thought was, hold up. Did Miss Carol Baskin get jealous? So she whacked him and fed him to the tiger? Or is there, in the long run, an even deeper plot that somehow, some way, Miss Carol Baskin is still getting paid in some form or another from Mr. Joe Exotic? Was that like a hidden thing? But yes, I have heard that Mr. Joe Exotic is quite the character. And I also heard that the people on the real jury were highly pissed with that series because they left out a lot of key information that in turn ended up making the jurors look bad. And like I say, that's hearsay from what I have heard and what I have read, because I have not seen the show. I was just like, are you kidding me? But you have to remember, times were different, because I know when I was younger, my parents took me to Florida and took me to a few different oddball roadside shows that, thinking back now, should have never been able to operate that had wild animals. So, I don't know. But yeah, I knew the storyline, and then Rusty ended up watching it. So, yeah, I picked up a bit more information. A pastor in Louisiana was charged with assault. He tried to run over a protester at his church because he was having a larger gathering of people in church. He broke the lockdown rule. You know, that's what we were talking about earlier. That people in power tend to overreach their extent of power. Did she really manipulate the will, John? Because didn't he go missing right when they were supposed to go to court for a divorce? Here's my question. And I don't know because I have never been divorced. So, any of y'all who have, fill me in. But when you know you're getting a divorce, before you give them the papers, wouldn't you change your will? Wouldn't you change your life insurance? Or are you going to risk your life when they get handed those divorce papers? And then, just like Carol Baskin, they're the ones sitting back reaping it all. But wouldn't it be a real kick in the teeth if, even if they got rid of you and they went to cash that in, that was the last little think, y'all. Think. Very true, Adam. That's called a tyranny. Too much power is a threat. And that's in any situation. But, Willie, actually, I got a story to tell you about that. Not exactly about that one, but in Virginia, on the eastern shore of Virginia, there's a little island called Chincoteague. And there was a pastor who happened to have church service on this little island of Chincoteague. Now, this little island of Chincoteague, it's all about watermelon. They're old school watermelon. So, word got back to the police that there's church service going on. So the police showed up, they arrested the pastor. That pastor had 16 people inside of his church. 16. They were social distanced. There's proof of this. So there was no reason for that cop to have ever stopped church service nor arrested the pastor. That case has since been dropped. But the damage was done. Think about it. Chincoteague, not Shittateague. We got some funky towns around here. We got Chincoteague, we got Assateague, we got Watchaprig, we got Punkateague, we got Nanacoke, we got Quantico, we got Assawoman. We definitely have some funky names around here, but a lot of those are Native American names. So, yeah, right, all 16, call in the National Guard. That's bullshit. I mean, first of all, how dare you? Think about it. And who called you?
Bye.
Melissa Etheridge's son passed away. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard that name, but I do not know why. Actress or singer? I'm awful with people's names. I really truly am. At least famous people. But I've heard that name. But yeah, I told Chris the other day that I actually wanted to move to Chincoteague because that island has pulled together more than a lot of communities. They are swapping baked goods. One lady made an entire tray of baklava, homemade. Another lady's made cheesecakes. They're swapping, and I'm like, man. But then again, on the other hand, I'm glad I don't live there because I'd be weighing in at like 300, 350 pounds. And that's not healthy. So, but I tell you, I'm part of their group on Facebook, and every time I go in there, they're always making me hungry. It's like, y'all need to stop. Or at least send me some. Jeez.
Here goes Chincoteague.
Well, they told us, they told any of us in the group if we come down exactly what street they're on in the house, and I'll come get some. Singer. Okay. Well, see, I said actress or singer. I knew I'd heard that name somewhere. Right? I had 40 people I talked to today. Why no government bitching about that? Ah, essential. This bullshit is government rule. That's very true. That's about all it is. They're going to exercise that long arm. Well, you know what? Sometimes it ain't always a long arm that comes into play. Ah, okay. Yep, I know exactly who you mean now. She had the song Come Through My Window. Yep. See, I know songs. I just don't always associate the singer with the song. And see?
Y'all see what I'm doing there?
Are you plane fishing?
No, but wouldn't that be some cool footage?
Oh, Lord.
Attach the quad to this, and then
Willie, look out. He's at it again.
you know what I mean? So then my camera's going to capture this at third person.
You know what would be really, really,
That'll
really
be bad.
cool?
You're gonna see, all y'all would see is the plane flying. Be like, how's he flying that with no motors and all? It's just like a glider.
You know what would be really cool with that?
That'll be sick. You know, obviously enough where I could see.
You got to do
Out
the
this
idea
camera.
that you and Doc came up with.
To see it, obviously.
And attach the smoke
Oh yeah.
at the end. That would be epic.
I could probably fly like that and still be able to see out of this camera. Just not focus on what's in front of me. I still could do it.
Anybody want to adopt an MD?
But I have to put it down underneath. So
He's got some crazy ideas, though. You have to support his crazy ideas.
imagine that. I'll be like, how the hell is he flying that thing? And obviously, I'll have to glue the wings and all in. We'll have to little modifications before we airborne it. I don't think I'm going to be able to be my normal self flying. I'm going to have to fly kind of safe and then shorten this wire up.
John. Yes, Chris is taking request. So what's the request? I saw your comment, so you should know what I'm talking about. Adam said I can't afford him.
And if that don't tote it, we know this one will.
Oh, I have so got you in the countryside.
This is my smallest quad.
I have so got you countrified. Most people would say he couldn't carry it. You say he couldn't tote it.
I was going to build an X class, but I didn't see fit for it.
He said something by NF. Hold on a sec. Time ticking, ticking, ticking. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
The pastor in Louisiana did break that law, and he has an old guy die, and a pastor lawyer got the virus. Now, see, I did hear about one guy, one pastor, who he had an entire church full of people, and he said he was essential because he talked to God. And unfortunately, for said pastor, he is no longer on this earthly planet.
What's NF, John?
I don't know. He said, hold on a sec.
Night Fury?
Willie said, if Chris is normal, then I'm white.
Well, we've never seen pictures of you, Willie, so.
And I'm not saying Chris is normal either.
I'm a tad bit off normal.
Yeah. A tad bit, huh?
Just a bit, tad bit. See, then I could
Adam, honey, I might just box him up and send him to you anyway.
I could put it on the car, and they'll be like, "How's that plane flying that low to the ground?"
Adam come home from work, there'll be this box out there.
Let me out of here!
What the hell? Oh my God! I can't believe she really stuffed you in there. Right? Scott knows. Abnormal, maybe.
As soon as I got the box, Plum be like, "Where's the quads?"
She didn't send them.
No, I'm gonna go and play with his.
Oh!
Yeah, we're good now.
Man, you know how long it took me to get here? She shipped my ass the slowest, cheapest way going.
I'll be the worst package.
Sorry, Chris doesn't fly, so I kind of like had to dope him up and then ship him in the mail. That way he won't know when he's on the airplane. God, that mail truck was mighty bumpy in the air.
I have to watch her now. I'm not eating nothing she makes.
I would never. I told you, I know these guys will have somebody call in a well check on you if you disappear. I'm not stupid.
So we got YouTube. We got GoPro, the warranty thing. So they give you unlimited storage. Chuck was telling me about it. I've been uploading my footage. I got like 30 plus videos in it already, getting it all off my system here, stored in their stuff. So when they crash, I'll lose all my footage. So I can blame it on somebody then.
Very true, Adam. If the lockdown was meant to control the inflow at the hospital, people are still going to get sick.
He said my
It's
mom
called
was black,
life.
so I had no choice.
Right, Scott? Ground shipping. Wait, Kenny, can you come make a special pickup? You know, on your next vacation, when you just come, just make a stop here in Maryland, and you can pick him up, and then you can deliver him. Up, Kenny's on his way to get you. I gotta put you in a box.
No, Kenny let me ride in the passenger seat.
Kenny, does he have to be in a box?
Just being a brown uniform, I'm good.
Wait, they don't have a passenger seat. What are you talking about? Oh, okay, that works. Adam said I'm going to return to sender after a couple weeks. I can't take this. I didn't order this. Oh. Yeah, I've told you guys that I have some new photos and different ideas that have been taking place because we've been able to get out in nature. So imagine these. with a quad.
We popped the blue one last week, not last weekend before last. Me and Doc were on a wooded path in the woods, and we both were on this thing, boy, like on the ground on it, blowing it all over the place.
And I got different colors.
Now think of one strap to each quad, red, white, and blue, and then we take off and fly.
Oh,
together.
Kenny, the photography with this stuff is insane. But you guys have to stay tuned.
We have a whole handful of them.
Because I've got
We bought 10. We did.
I've got 8 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
So, yeah,
used
we
2. So yeah, right, we can count. Wow, shocking.
We did it together, so.
Oh, 2 heads are better than 1. So yeah, we've got fun coming with that. And I'm going to give you guys who are here now a sneak peek on something that just showed up yesterday. So, yes, I'm absolutely loving my hobby. Maybe a little too much because I get involved in too many different things and I want to learn. Well, that is going to be added very soon. If you guys don't know,
stick it up to the camera.
That's called a lens ball.
Camera. Check it out, guys. That's what it does.
And it refracts the light.
Look straight into it.
So that it will flip your image.
Open your eyes and look straight into it.
My eyes are open.
Now they are. Look when you open them wide. Open them up wider. Look, open them wide.
Leave me alone. But no,
guys, open them eyes.
This is a photography technique that's.
You look like bug eye for a second.
I'm gonna hurt him. If I didn't love my lens ball, I'd probably crack him in the head with it. But no, I'm hoping to possibly capture some quads in this little sucker. That's going to be an interesting thing. So stay tuned.
So Crystal has a crystal ball.
Yeah, right. Hey, wait. I told my job 13 years ago that they broke my crystal ball. You just replaced it. That's not a good thing.
Tell them the warning about them if they play with them.
Yeah, if you guys happen to get one of those,
seriously, listen.
Be very, very, very careful because it is a real glass lens ball, which will catch shit on fire in the right sunlight, in the right direction. So
not like the magnifying glass when we were kids trying to do this. This will
you guys remember trying to light the little ants on fire using magnifying glass?
Dude, this would be like
you didn't need the magnifying glass, you needed one of these.
Yeah, this would be like a ray gun.
And I mean, just holding the lens ball in photography, you can literally burn yourself. So if you get one, if you want to play with it, be careful. That's the thing. Be careful. And that doesn't matter what you're doing in any hobby. Be careful.
No.
Because shit can happen.
You be careful on drones. You're just going to just ruin.
Let me see your scars on your hands.
I ain't got none.
You lie. You lie. You lie.
That's from cutting weeds out the yard.
Yeah, right. But they actually come in 3 different sizes. That is the medium size. It's an 80 millimeter. They come, they have one that's like this size.
She didn't have the balls to buy it, so I bought it.
And then they have one that's like this size, which to me, the biggest one says it's a little too big to be carried around. And that was the main complaint.
So I was like on Amazon one night buying some parts and stuff. So I was like,
Willie, I would not. I'm glad you love your life, my dear, but I wouldn't try to take your life from you. I like you being around. And see, if I took your life from you, then
she burned
you wouldn't be around.
Willie?
No, I would not.
You probably scared him when your eyes came open at one time. Like, my eyes are open. Look like bug eye. Your eyes got real big.
Oh, Lord. Kenny said, speaking of which, something like that happened a few years ago. We had this photo on the mantle. And the sun was shining and reflecting off something, and it set the picture on fire.
Holy
so,
cow.
yeah, guys, it does happen. Be careful. lenses are extremely reflective and refractive at times, and that shit is deadly. Yeah, I know, Adam. I know Chris knows how to cook, but here's the catch, okay?
Oh, I can cook.
Chris isn't the only one that knows how to cook.
I can cook better.
It's more convenient after you've worked all day for somebody else to cook than you.
I made her some beef fajitas tonight with some dirty rice. Took the rice, made it, went out in the yard, rubbed it all around in the dirt. The grit wasn't pepper.
Like Willie said, you might want to watch. You'll dig in yourself, you'll grieve again.
I ain't got nothing to worry about.
All right, John said, I think My Stress by NF.
My Stress by NF. All right, I'll listen to it. If it approves, I'll go ahead and do it.
Oh my God. Adam said his glasses did that in his last truck. Put his glasses on his dash, got out of work, and had a hole in his dash. Adam, don't do that with the new one.
Damn, Plum, if your glasses are that good, you tell me what the lottery numbers are going to be in Maryland for tomorrow. You definitely see a future with them things.
Willie said deep down inside, Crystal has some black because she beat Chris up. Look, I just got to keep his ass straight. That's a full-time job.
Hey, Willie, she can be the sister when she wants to be.
It's a full-time job trying to keep him straight. I'm telling you, try to keep him on the straight and narrow. Oh, my Lord. For the last 20 years. See, that's what all this damn gray's from. And, the salons and all have been closed, so I think it's about time the Crystal buys a box. Night, Kenny. Thanks for joining me, my dear. Right? I can just imagine all of a sudden a picture in your house just like spontaneously combust. It's like, what the hell calls it? Oh, okay. And then you start thinking in logic, and yeah, it's nice that you finally figured it out, but I'm sure in the middle of all that, it was like, what the hell just happened in my house?
Kenny. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Right? Creepy, creepy. Adam said, oh, hell no. My glasses go in my middle console now. Lesson learned. That shit ain't happening, especially in the new one. Oh, look at this shit. Craig comes strolling in the door going, I'm making moonshine. Where's mine? Come on, Mad Kiwi. Can you ship it?
Making moonshine.
And is it flavored?
And is it kiwi flavored?
Doesn't have to be kiwi flavored, but is it flavored is the question. Well, and if it is, what flavor?
He's probably still making it, so he might not want to taste it right yet. Because then once he starts tasting it, things change.
Are you trying to pickle his tickle? Or tickle his pickle, however it was on that Moonshiner show?
Moonshine guy was come on, everything goes awful.
Oh, Lord.
Mr. Junk.
John said, yeah, check it out. I hope it ain't too slow for your fast flying butt. Well, come on now. I mean, Chris Riley gave him that one song, and I don't know if you guys ever watched the show True Blood back in the day, but that song kind of reminded me of something from True Blood. It was just, it had more of like the blues feel, and it just kind of had the flow with it, but he made it work. So who knows? Oh, he said, any flavor you want. Right? 2 weeks later, honey goes blind.
Ship us a jar of apple.
Oh, man. Apple, peach.
Where we pay for that too?
Right? Customs be like, what the fudge is this shit? Bitch, that's hand sanitizer. Leave it alone and send it to me. Hey, around here, the distilleries have switch gears and are making hand sanitizer. But
yeah,
let me warn you, and I will be the first to warn you.
don't use that shit.
Whew, boy, that hand sanitizer burns bluer than blue, burns forever, and has become one of the best fire starting methods you've ever seen. Because I happened to bought a bag of Matchlight that apparently was old, and yeah, the hand sanitizer that's from the distillery, yep, she lit that shit up quick. So hand sanitizer has many different uses. Menthol is the first to go. Woo! A menthol flavor. Yes. Hey, hon, grab me that bottle, please. If you guys have an Ollie's around, that's where I got it. And oh my God. Woo, boy. Well, Willie, North Carolina might be one home to moonshine. But see, Mad Kiwi's in New Zealand. So I'm sure they got their home of moonshine over there.
Mad Kiwi, we got you right here, bro.
But yeah, this is
Cinnamon.
the one that I'm telling you we use for fire starting.
Yes, this stuff here, and you don't want to put it on your hands and then go rub it. Like, you know, you'll sanitize your hands and then like touch
If you
your
got
face
an
by
Ollie's,
some chance.
$10 a bottle.
You get pulled over, they're gonna be like, "What you been drinking?" I haven't been drinking. Like, oh, you have been drinking. That stuff is like, I'm telling you, you could drink this stuff.
Dude,
flavor it and drink it.
Alvin, it might be mostly rubbing alcohol, but let me tell you something, baby doll, and this comes from somebody who has a drinking background.
This is from distillery. So
this shit smells like straight Everclear. Everclear. Okay? No type of hand sanitizer, no rubbing alcohol. It smells like straight grain alcohol.
Take a shot.
Like Everclear. Oh, hell no. You want me to die on camera? But be careful if you do happen to get hand sanitizer from a distillery, because it is not, number one, in gel form. It is straight liquid form.
It's like moonshine.
Just be careful, guys. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
It's straight up white lightning all day.
All right, Adam. Enjoy your tacos, babe. And yeah, I feel you. 6 a.m. does come quick. I'm usually crawling. Well, the alarm goes off at 6, but I'm usually crawling out of bed like 6:15, 6:20. Like, oh my God, I gotta go to work, and oh yeah, we gotta start another day.
Another day.
So
about 10 anyway.
Right? Everclear is the same price.
19.
Oh my God. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Everclear is illegal in North Carolina? Or, I'm sorry, in New York? What the hell? Yeah, you're exactly right, Mad Kiwi. Lawnmower fuel.
For sure, dude. You definitely could put that in your lawnmower and start it. I'm actually willing to try that, I think. Like, because if we burned it, it burned so blue.
Oh, it
so
was
long.
Perfect
it was like a Bunsen burner.
Flame.
Like, I mean, it was burning and just kept burning and burning and burning and burning. It was crazy. It's like highly flammable.
Yep. So be careful, guys. But right, high proof,
high power.
I'm also gonna hop off of here. It is 10:20. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. And until next time, guys, remember, the one thing we can mainly do to help each other out through all this craziness is smile, be kind, and remember, I love y'all. Until next time, guys.
Peace. Have a good one, guys.
Have a great night.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe.
I got you on that, John.
Video coming for you, John. Love y'all.
Hey, go to the archives.
Thanks for joining me, guys.
Peace. Night, Scott.